If I don't envy Dan Morgan in a lot of ways, but man, it would be so hard for me to evaluate Bryce Young when you're talking about like big picture, because sometimes he just looks like he did at the end of last season, like he does at the end of games where he's so good in those moments, and sometimes he still has a bad day like he did yesterday, a bad interception. I don't know what your view of it was, but what have you seen from Bryce Young so far in his third season? What do you want to see going forward through his last 7 games?
Yeah, I'd like to see the last 5-6 weeks of the season, what I saw in 24 when we played the Chiefs, when we played Philadelphia, when we played in Atlanta last year. When he's really, but remember, Felix making some plays, right?
Yep.
David Moore,
Mm-hmm.
veteran player, made a bunch of plays last year. That comfort level. So I think it's still a work in progress. Or the receivers taking the right angles? Does Bryce think they're going in a certain direction? So I think that's being worked through. And it, in a sense, and I don't know this, but in listening to any of Bryce's interviews, he's never going to throw anybody under the
Yeah.
bus. He's never. It's just like, hey, I got to do better, and he's taking all the blame, and that's why the players love him. But I have a feeling that's still a work in progress of them kind of understanding exactly what we are pass game wise. Yesterday on the pick to Alontae Taylor, he showed like he was going to pressure. And then he backed out. It's called buzz. He buzzed underneath it. I just think Bryce missed it. I just think he underthrew it. He can get it right over his head because the cornerback had fallen way off. I mean, that's buzz coverage. You just got to get it up and over. Sometimes you just don't have one of your better days. I know I lived with many of those in my life. I had a lot of rough Sundays where I didn't have, my best stuff. But it's just some of those things that I've seen him do already. And yeah, we need to be more consistent in the pass game. Certainly, I'd like to see us take another shot or two. I don't know how that comes about using Jimmy Horn's speed because we have more of the bigger type receivers. Jalen Coker is one that I think he can run a little bit, but just he was late when he got hurt. So he was on IR, and then he's just starting to come back. And so we didn't see a bunch of him yesterday, but I know what he can do catching the football. So I just think we're a work in progress right now.